Why is collaboration so important for having a successful fashion brand and growing your reach as a business? You might be surprised to hear this given how many people are so secretive about the fashion industry and really unwilling to collaborate, communicate, share information. But the truth is, if you move past that, if you actually collaborate actively, you can do really great things with your business. I want to show you how in this video. If we've not met before, hi, I'm Vicky, founder of The Fashion Business Coach, and I help small and startup fashion brands to launch and scale successfully. This is one of my free weekly videos in which I'll share a fashion industry tip or answer a question that one of you have submitted. If you're not subscribing or following along already, depending on which channel you're on, make sure that you do so that you can get first looks at these videos each and every week. So this week we're talking about collaboration and why it's so important, and this is something I'm super passionate about because it drives me crazy in the fashion industry where everyone is so secretive. And I see this across the board. So whether you are a brand new startup, I see those kinds of people and those kind of businesses keeping everything secret. But also on the other end of the spectrum, when I work with large multinational corporations, they don't want to share either. And yes, I get there's such a thing as trade secrets. There is a limit to how much is responsible to share, but for the most part, people that you're kind of protecting your ideas from, they're not competitors anyway. So there's so many opportunities for collaboration for two reasons really. So we'll walk through those now. So the first reason is because there's no point everybody being these individual islands and doing everything separately and figuring out everything for themselves, doing all the trial and error themselves. It's just not worth it. Like, everyone is wasting so much time and money because they just didn't chat to each other and say, oh, actually I tried that, it didn't really work for this reason, but let's try this instead. If you have somebody, and especially as a startup brand, if you can have people to kind of bounce ideas off, it can be super helpful. And again, this works no matter whether you're brand new and really trying to find information, which I know is super difficult, and that's exactly why I started The Fashion Business Coach. You know, it's so hard to get information out there that's just honest and open and real talk, not earn $1 million in a week and for no work. You know, I'm very much a realist. If you've watched my stuff before, you'll know this. I'm very much about here's what you need to do, here's actionable information. So if you're starting up, definitely having some kind of accountability partner or somebody in the industry who's at a similar level to you can be really helpful. Same goes if you are already established. You know, there's things that you can chat about, you know, things with the Instagram algorithm, for example, how you created a viral post, how you found some success, tools that you use, all these kinds of things. I'm obviously, as the fashion business coach, happy to provide these things, but I do think working with as many people as you can and collaborating with people in the same position as you can be really helpful. And the key thing to remember here is that most people aren't your competitors. Everybody thinks all other fashion businesses are competitors. They're not. So you might be watching this video as a swimwear brand. And if you've watched any of my previous videos, then you'll know that you should be more specific than a swimwear brand. But for the purposes of this, let's go with that. Somebody else might be watching this and they are in the corporate space selling workwear. So there's no competition there because one of you selling suiting, one of you selling swimwear. There's not competition there. So you're free then to collaborate. You're free to share ideas, say what's worked for you and what's not, because the other person, yes, it's going to help them out, but it's not as though they're going to take customers or market share or anything like that away from you. And if both parties are willing to share openly, that can be really amazing and save you both a lot of trial and error. And basically it's free, isn't it? Like, I'm always happy to work with clients in one-on-one situations, but obviously this is a business. Whereas if you have somebody who is in the same position of you, you're both looking to openly share, you can really get great results, great insight, and great feedback as well from that person. The second reason is that when you find the right collaboration partners, you can actually really grow your business, expand your reach, get more customers by leveraging that partnership. So if we take this example again of the swimwear brand, let's get more specific now in that niche, and let's say this is a high-end swimwear brand. We're looking luxury fabrics, but luxury price tags too. They could actually partner quite well with the corporate wear brand because typically people wear suiting to wear to high-powered jobs that pay well, therefore they have the money to buy these high-end swimwear products. by collaborating. And there's so many different ways that you can collaborate. It could be something as simple as giving each other a shout out on your social media pages, on your Instagram stories, on your Facebook page, whatever it might be. So that's one easy way of getting, creating a collaboration. What's going to happen is, because you're both appealing to the same people, but just selling different products, you'll find that a lot of people from each other's audience are going to follow. So if you're the swimwear brand, you'll probably find that a lot of the workwear people start to follow, and vice versa. You can take these partnerships a step further as well. There's so many things that you can do to monetize this. So for instance, you can do something called affiliate marketing, whereby if you're the swimwear brand and you recommend products from the corporate wear brand, you can negotiate earning a commission. So actually making money for people who you refer, so customers who come to you and who you direct over to the workwear brand, and vice versa. So both parties are getting additional sales because they're being recommended, but also you're earning additional revenue by doing this kind of partnership. There's also things that you can do in terms of running events together, having pop-up shops, maybe having giveaways together. There's so many different things that you can do, and that's why I think it's so important to understand that this whole being secretive and alone in the fashion industry doesn't really cut it, because there's so many things that you can do when we work together. Obviously, be strategic about your partnerships, and that's something that we're going to talk about next week in our next video. But in general, just be open to the fact that sharing is a good thing. If you're in the sustainability space, it's non-negotiable. Actually, in any kind of business, I think it's non-negotiable, but sustainability is especially important because things are constantly changing there. And it's really important that you are aware of the new things that you can do to be more sustainable. I hope that's helped. I hope that's helped you to kind of reframe your thinking when it comes to sharing about your business, sharing about other people's businesses too. And as I say, we're going to continue this topic next week. If you are interested in thinking, where on earth do I find these people to collaborate with? The Fashion Business Membership is opening its doors, and that's bringing together entrepreneurs from around the world who are new to the fashion space. You know, they've not quite launched yet, or they've launched but haven't got to that kind of six-figure stage yet. So we're going to have lots of business owners in there. Collaboration is going to be key for that. Networking, having opportunities to shout out to each other and promote each other on social media. I'll be promoting people on my social media channels as well. So there's that aspect of the Fashion Business Membership, and also you'll get live Q&A calls with me twice a month. You'll be getting training as well, a strategic training each month to level up your business. And that's going to be suitable for you whether you're starting out and want to start everything off on the right foot, or if you're already in that growth stage and need some kind of additional skills to really level up and get to that huge growth stage. If you're interested, I'll put the details below. And that's everything for this week. I will see you next week.